This film strip is about the Earth and how people came to live on its grassy fields. More and more people joined them. With the people came pollution, smoke, dirt, and all the things the people threw away. More people meant more smoke, more dirt, and more things to throw away. And more, and more. Pollution is bad for us and the earth we live on. This film strip tells you why, and what you and your school can do about it. Here is someone eating a hamburger. Seems like a simple everyday thing, but it isn't so simple. Let's find out why. Hamburgers don't just pop out of nowhere. The hamburgers we eat come from cows. People get a lot of the food they need from animals. And animals, like cows, get a lot of their food from plants, such as clover. And plants grow by making their own food. Plants are the only things on Earth that can make their own food. And they need the Earth's soil, water, and air, and energy from the sun to make it. Without good soil, clean air, and sparkling water, there would be no hamburgers, or any other food for that matter. Plants and cows, and people and birds and fish, and all other animals need each other to live. We all depend on each other and on the sun, the air, the soil, and the water. If we harm any of these things, we harm all of them, ourselves most of all. Here's the way it works. Life on Earth started with plants. Those first plants didn't look anything like the plants we're used to seeing, but they made food the same way, by using energy from the sun, air, and water. They grew and made seeds, and the seeds made more plants, and more, until the Earth's fields were covered with plants. Enough plants to feed animals. Animals can't make their own food. The first animals lived on plants. They were called plant eaters. Later, new animals came along. They ate the plant eaters, so they were called meat eaters. When plants, plant eaters, and meat eaters die, other creatures, such as earthworms, toadstools, and tiny germs go to work. They feed on the dead plants and animals and turn them into rich fertilizer for the soil. This way, the earth can make new plants each year, ready to be eaten by the new baby plant eaters. And some of the new plant eaters are food for a new group of meat eaters. And so it goes, and it's been going on for millions of years. Well, that's the way life on Earth works. Everybody needs everybody else. Not a bad way for things to be, is it? But wait a minute, we left something out. Who was that back there eating the hamburger? Man, the last animal to appear on Earth. Man also needs many kinds of animals and plants to live. He depends on the earth and its creatures, too. In the beginning, man gathered wild berries and fruits. Then he was a hunter in the forest, just like many other animals. Later, to make sure he'd get enough food, man began to farm. He cleared patches of land by pulling down trees, and he planted crops. Before long, he found that his crops wouldn't grow anymore on the land he had cleared. So he moved to another place, tore down some more trees, and began all over again. That was okay when there were few men and a lot of land. That was 10,000 years ago. Today there are a lot of us, and we haven't stopped trying to change the earth. Now, though, it isn't only so we'll be able to get enough food. Now we change the earth just to live more comfortably, or just to have more fun. The things we make, use, and throw away are ruining the air, the water, and the land. There's no neat closet where we can stuff all the things we don't need anymore. Most of them get piled up or burned, and often make our air unhealthy to breathe. Or they get buried in the ground, where they can spoil the underground waters that we drink. Some get dumped in the water, killing fish and plants and making our lakes and oceans unsafe for swimming. Much of the problem is caused by enormous amounts of stuff that business and government throw away. And every day, the average American adds another 5 pounds of stuff to the growing pile. But you and I are part of the problem too. We litter our streets, parks, and empty lots, and spoil our neighborhoods. How well do you think plants and animals can live in all this? Instead of being part of the problem, wouldn't you rather be part of the solution? Don't throw candy wrappers or anything else into the street. If you see someone else littering, pick up after them and ask them to stop. Paint designs on your local trash and litter baskets so people will notice them and use them. If there aren't enough trash cans around, write letters to people in your city government asking them for more. Make and give away posters and booklets that tell about your ideas, and write a note on them asking people not to throw them away on the street. Plant trees and flowers in your neighborhood so it will look beautiful and people will want to keep it clean. Throwing things away seems like an awful waste. In many places there are people who will take old cans, bottles, and papers and make new cans, bottles, and papers from them. They recycle them. Doesn't that make more sense than throwing them away? If there are any people in your neighborhood who are collecting things to recycle, find out if you can help. If there aren't, perhaps your school could do the collecting. This is the only Earth we have. Isn't it worth saving?
Sailing down my dirty stream, still I love it and I'll keep the dream that someday soon, but maybe not this year, the Hudson River will once again run clear. It starts high in the mountains of the north, crystal clear and icy trickling forth, with just a few floating wrappers of chewing gum, dropped by some hikers to warn of things to come. At Glen Falls, 5,000 honest hands work at the consolidated paper plant. 5 million gallons of waste a day. Why should we do it any other way? Down the valley, 1 million toilet chains. Find my Hudson a convenient place to drain. And each little city says to me, do you think that sewage plants come free? Out in the ocean they say the water's clear, but our homes are in the cities here, halfway between the mountains and the sea. Traveling to and fro, this thought returns to me. We went sailing down my dirty stream, still I love it and I'll keep the dream that someday soon, but maybe not this year, the Hudson River will once again run clear.
With a a boutique and a swinging hotspot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees and put them in a tree museum. And they charged all the people $1.50 just to see him. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees, please. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Took a big yellow taxi out of this garbage town now. I found the country invaded with litter bugs swarming around. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
When you walk in the forest, let it be. There's a flower in the wood, let it be. There's a flower in the wood, and it's innocent and good. By the stone where it stands, let it be. Let it be. So lovely where it is, let it be. Though you want it for your own, if you take it from its place, it will not be what it was when you loved it where it stood in the wood. Let it be. Let it be. It's so lovely where it is, let it be. It's a thoughtful child, innocent and wild, by the stone, by the reed, let it bloom, let it seed, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. It's so lovely where it is, let it be. It's a thoughtful child, innocent and wild, by the stone, by the reed, let it bloom, let it seed,
Let it be.
let it be. I said the wise old Calico Cat, I'll tell you the reason that the day is night. 'Cause factory smoke has put out the light. Ah-di-da-di-diddle-a-day, ah-di-da-di-ding-dong-day, ah-di-da, you better beware, or man will vanish in thin air. I Hi, said the salmon with a quiver and a shiver, quit dumping your garbage into my river. I bumped my tail on a soda pop can, and my home is a sewer because of man. Ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-day, ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-day, ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-round. I'm swimming upstream, but you're bringing me down. Hi, said the leopard with a sob in his throat. When they look at me, they see your coat. They killed all my family except for a few, and what was left they put in a zoo. Ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-day, ha-di-da-di-ding-a-day, ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-day. I'll never get out of the skin alive. I said the whale with a whirl of a tail, I propose man be put in jail for polluting the ocean, polluting the soil, and hunting me down for blubber and oil. Ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-do, ha-di-da-di-ding-dong-day, ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-do. If man murders the earth, there's no place to go. I said the little boy up a tree, have you all forgotten me? If I save you, I'll save me too. You wouldn't harm me, why should I harm you? Ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-day, ha-di-da-di-ding-dong-day, ha-di-da-di-diddle-a-day. If it's up to man, it's up to you and me.